All right, so your final quote here is also from Federalist 10, and it is again about factions, how to control factions. If a faction consists of less than a majority, relief is supplied by the Republican principle, which enables the majority to defeat its sinister views by regular vote. It may clog the administration, it may convulse the society, but it will be unable to execute and mask its violence under the forms of the Constitution. So, again, a faction is a group within that has a very specific goal, okay? If it's less than the majority, okay, so it's fewer than the majority of the people, relief, okay, look up relief, is supplied by the Republican principle. And Republican is not talking about the party, okay? It is talking about the type of government, okay? A form of government or constitution belonging to or characteristic of a republic, okay? So we're going to go and we're going to change this. Republic definition. A state in which supreme power is held by the people and their elected representatives, and which has an elected or nominated president rather than a monarch. Okay? In this case, republic, okay, means the style of government. We do not directly elect the president. Okay? We elect electors. So we elect people who we trust to elect the president. More important than that, if we were a true democracy, okay, we would have to vote on every single issue, every single law, every single motion, every single thing. So all we would do all day long is what the legislature does, which is read and vote on laws, okay, which means we wouldn't have time to, live or earn a living or do any of those things. So instead, we have a republic where we elect officials who do that for us, okay? So relief is supplied by the Republican principle, which enables the majority to defeat its sinister views by regular vote. So every 2 years, as we talked about in the previous video, some branch of our government in the legislative or executive branch is up for election. And we can say, no, we don't like what you're doing. We are going to elect somebody else instead. The only branch of government that's not elected that way is the Supreme Court, okay? And they are lifetime appointments in the hope that they will not be political in their interpretation of the laws because they're not in danger of being voted out. So it's all part of those checks and balances that we talked about in the earlier Federalist papers. So if it consists of less than a majority, relief is supplied by the Republican principle, which enables the majority to defeat its sinister views by regular vote. It may clog the administration. So if you think about clogging up a drain, it slows it down. It may clog the administration. It may convulse the society. If you look up convulse, it's like convulsions. It makes it flop around, spaz. You can't, nothing is working right. It seems like everybody, there's flare-ups here and there. A lot of what we are seeing right now, okay, where we convulse the society, but it will be unable to execute and mask its violence under the forms of the Constitution. And the violence it's talking about here is imposing its will, a minority imposing its will on the majority, okay? So it can slow down the government. It can stop it from, passing laws. It can stop it from doing all of these things. And it may make society crazy. It may make people march and protest, and it may make people upset, but it's not going to be able to impose its will and make the majority adhere to whatever that faction wants. Okay? All right, so finish putting these in your own words and have a wonderful day.